the second L, I wanted you to talk about love, the way you, what do you consider love, and how you bring love to people in your life.
Oh boy, that's a good one. I love that.
you got in 3 minutes.
Well,
in 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, love to me is what makes everything go around. I think that love created the universe. I think that if you say you do not believe in God, you're an atheist or whatever. I respect that. I think we all need to respect how each other feels about things in life. But for you to say that you don't believe in God, and if you have a little daughter or a little son, and you look in their eyes, you can't tell me that you don't believe in love.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, God is love. So I don't think I need to go any further with that as far as that's concerned. And
mm-hmm.
I also believe that and especially at this time in the world, what's going on out there in the world, it's just insane. And we need to hold on to love. We need to hold on to what love is. We need to realize that there's a heavy struggle going on in the world, and I don't think any of us really understand. We don't understand it like we should. But I know one thing for sure, that this world needs love. It always did. Jackie DeShannon said it. What the world needs now is love. Mm-hmm. That song still makes me cry when I hear it. And
Keltner, tell me exactly how you first ran into that group, and then started to you played live shows with them.
Yeah, I played live. We played live a lot. Yeah, and in fact, we played. Well, to get back to Skipper, to Henry
mm-hmm.
Franklin. To me, he's Henry Franklin. He was so great, and I wish I could remember details better about those days, but we played together with the Afro Blues on numerous occasions. The first bass player that I remember, the main guy was Norman Johnson, and we played at a place down on Martin Luther King Boulevard, that's what it's called now. I forget what it was called before, but at a place called Memory Lane, and we played there a couple of different times, and it was exhilarating for me because we were playing to a crowd who really understood the music and loved it, and I just felt like I felt like it was the really big time. I just loved it, and then the Watts riots happened.
Mm.
And so Jack and I lived in Altadena at the time. Jack lived in Pasadena. And Jack had, Jack Folks, the horn player, he had a beautiful little Porsche. And he took real good care of it. Had it clean, spit shined all the time. And I had a little funky Volkswagen, of course. So I tried to ride with him as much as I could. But then the Watts riots happened, and so it was the craziest thing. He would pick me up, and the drums were already set up and everything down there, because we were playing steady there for a minute, and we would drive down. As we drove out of Pasadena through an area to get to the freeway, I guess it's terrible. I don't know if I should be talking about it. I suppose this is live radio, right?
Yeah. I
mean, I might as well just say it like it was.
Yeah.
It's not like that now, or at least it shouldn't be. We drove through this one area where the reports were that white people were shooting blacks. Now, I think that was probably highly exaggerated. I hope it was. I hope to God it was. I don't remember hearing of any details actually about somebody being hurt, but that was the rumor, a nasty rumor for sure. I drove his Porsche through that area. We'd get down further, we got to the freeway, we'd change places, and he would drive, and I would get down in the well of the seat like he was. And as we drove down toward Memory Lane, reports were that young black kids were throwing rocks at cars they were driving by with white people. And I mean, it was a riot. You know, it was a crazy race riot. It turned into a race riot. It didn't start that way. But so when we got down to Memory Lane, I mean, we were very young, you know, and to me it was kind of exciting in a way. We got down there, and I was, you know, I'm very light-skinned, and I'm playing with all these really beautiful black brothers, and they just protected me every way possible. They told me, don't go out here, don't go out there, we're going to hang together. And we played and stayed inside. We didn't go out, you know, to like we normally would, get some chicken or something. Or,
right.
You know, we just stayed, and I stayed close by with them. And we got through all of that, you know. But Jack and I, as we would get, like one of the nights we drove, instead of coming straight home, we drove up to Mount Washington, an area over here by sort of close to Pasadena. And it's very high up, and we drove up to a high hill. It was very close to where a drummer, Paul Lagos. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I can't believe you just brought, I'm trying to forge a campaign to get a Wikipedia page started for Fast Foot. That dude is...
Well, you know, that's good of you to do that, man, because Paul was a troubled cat, you know.
But a brilliant cat, a brilliant drummer like you, a brilliant dude, and a loving guy, too.
Yeah, he was, but he was brilliant. That's the thing, is that he was brilliant, and he had really good ideas, and he was real generous and everything with all that. And I loved Paul. He had kind of a reputation, so it was hard for some people to get on board with that. But I loved him, and I was always glad that I could really talk him up. And anyway, it's very good that you're doing it. Anyway, so Paul lived up there. He had a little house, and he had jam sessions going all the time. So we knew the area. So we drove kind of up in that area, and we parked and looked. You could see Watts burning. I'll never forget that. It was amazing. It was just these fires.
Wow.
And it was a crazy time, just a crazy time. But the music, thank God for the music.